What if I told you that Loki might actually be the antagonist of the Elbaf arc, not Imu? Ever since Imu appeared, everyone's been wondering, how could the Straw Hats possibly go to war with the ruler of the world this early? But what I'm about to tell you might just make perfect sense. Let's go back in time to Thriller Bark. Have you realized how many callbacks we've gotten to that arc lately? Look at Imu's silhouette from Elbaf, and that giant monster in the Florian Triangle, almost identical. And the cover page of that same chapter, it's based on Elbaf. People have theorized that Thriller Bark was built from the remains of God Valley, and in the God Valley cover story, we even got hints about Moria's lineage being tied to the Kazuki clan. We've also seen corpses of Rock's pirates on Thriller Bark before. The Cerberus there looks eerily similar to the one that appeared with Shamrock. And in the latest chapter, one of the Rock's pirates literally has Perona's fruit. That's not a coincidence. That's Oda screaming a connection. But to understand what that means, we first need to ask, is Loki really strong enough to stand against the sun god Luffy himself? Loki is ridiculous. Right after birth, he was thrown into the underworld, thousands of meters below, surrounded by giant beasts. And somehow, this newborn climbed all the way up to the sun world. That alone might be one of the craziest feats in One Piece. As a child, he survived multiple attacks from Rock's D. Zebek himself. He fell from the sun world back into the underworld and lived. Then came the impossible. He was chained with the largest sea prism chains ever seen for 6 whole years, obliterated by 2 god knights while still restrained. And yet he still rose again, leading an attack on Elbaf with Ragnir. 6 years ago, nobody in Elbaf, not even Gaben, could stop him. The only man who could was red-haired Shanks. Narratively, Loki's lineage is terrifying. He's the son of Harald, the strongest giant king, a man said to rival Rock's D. Zebek himself. And look closely at the ancient mural. Loki is shown fighting alongside Luffy in the Third World. He has snake-like eyes. And the mural of the First World also shows a snake with the same pattern. Coincidence? Maybe. But it all points to Loki being at least Yonko-level right now. Loki had 2 very important figures in life, his father, Harald, and the man he looked up to, Rock's D. Zebek. If you look at Harald when he died, he had horns even though he'd cut them off years before. So something happened to him before his death. Loki was literally laughing when Imu unleashed their Haki, as if he'd seen it before. And on the day Harald died, there was incredible Haki coming from the castle. Maybe Harald tried to fight Imu just like Rox did, until he was Domi Reversed. Then Loki arrived, father versus son, the final clash of giants. And Loki won, but that would make him the strongest character we have seen, so maybe he only won with the help of Shanks and Gaban, who both were close by and know the truth. So yes, Loki is a high Yonko tier character, but I believe in this arc he'll meet the same fate as his father and Rox, getting Domi Reversed by Imu. Here's how I think it'll go down. When Luffy and Loki reach the Sun World, they'll fight side by side, destroying everything Imu created, the Holy Knights, the Fear Monsters, all of it. And when Imu realizes they're losing, they'll Domi Reverse Loki, just like they did Rox, and retreat with the Holy Knights. That's exactly what happened on God Valley. Imu didn't fight directly, they manipulated from the shadows. With the Holy Land burning, it's the perfect moment for Imu to vanish again, leaving Elbaf in total chaos. And that chaos will mirror Thriller Bark once more, because remember what Zoro said, Loki is as big as Oars, both ancient giants. Oars was controlled by Moria, Loki will be controlled by Imu. The Straw Hats fought Oars together, and they'll fight Loki together again. It'll be their greatest trial yet, and a chance for every member's Haki to bloom. Meanwhile, the new giant pirates and the warriors of Elbaf will face their own nightmares. The Domi Reversed, Dory and Broggy, and other monsters born from their fears and dreams. All under the command of God Usopp himself. This ends the theory here. Let me know if you want a part 2 where we discuss how strong the Straw Hats will be after Elbaf.